From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Weekly.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Weekly. We're glad you joined us for this look at what's happening in and around Troy University. I'm your host, Paige Weeks. Session 5 of Impact 2018 is underway, and as incoming freshman students get ready for their first year at Troy University, their parents are trying to prepare as well. As incoming freshman students attend Impact sessions on Troy University's campus, there is another group of people who are getting to know the university as well. Parents. During Impact's parent orientation, Troy University staff members give parents a crash course on what to expect come fall.
It is a big transition for the parents and the students to come to college, so we want to make sure that they're as informed as possible. So we want to share with them because it is overload for the students.
During the two-day sessions, parents learn about topics such as billing, housing information, meal plans, as well as important dates and deadlines.
It's hard to not overwhelm them. We have less than 2 days with them, so I really tell them when they come in that it is a crash course. So of course we're always here. We're here just a phone call away. That we'll be happy to assist if they leave with more questions, but our goal is for them to leave, feeling confident in Troy and their student being a student here and having as many questions answered as possible.
And according to Schmidt, all questions are welcome no matter how unique they may be.
It could be academics, it could be in billing, it could be in housing. So there's the standard questions that we get every session from all the parents, the standard concerns. But then there are others that we get a new one every session.
In addition to learning about what to expect once school starts, parents are also able to speak with current Troy University students about campus life and meet local community business representatives at Meet the Community Brow Sessions. Paige Weeks, Troy, TrojanVision News. During Impact, incoming freshman students not only learn about classes, schedules, and other academic information, they also get to learn about all of the different organizations that Troy University has to offer. This is done during Impact Brow Sessions. Joshua Thomas gives us a look.
As Impact 2018 continues, upcoming Troy University students gain the opportunity to learn more about Troy University and how to immerse themselves in the Trojan way through the Impact Brow Session.
So right now, the organizations, clubs, and committees on campus are setting up in the ballroom for these students to go through an organizational brow session. This is just to help the students get involved on campus, see the different people that they're going to meet, different organizations and clubs they want to be involved in to help them succeed in their college career.
The Impact students were able to view several of the different clubs and organizations Troy has to offer to better get involved as future Trojans, and Womack says this session is a helpful way to do so.
So it's super important for anyone to get involved and to interact with other people, obviously in life, but super important for your college career. These are going to be people that you're going to rely on to help you study, that are going to be your best friends, that are going to help you through, hard times, good times, things like that. It's great for resumes, to build things, to be involved in more things. Your freshman year, it's going to be great just to be able to get involved and be able to know what's going on campus.
As an Impact leader, Womack hopes that through this session, students not only find their place here in Troy, but someone to help get them to the finish line.
I hope that they're going to find those people that are going to be their rocks for the rest of their college career here. They're going to find those people that are going to be their best friends, that are going to help them, like I said, study and just be there for them, and to find the places that they're going to fit into, that they're going to make their Troy experience here fantastic for them.
Joshua Thomas, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Break, but when we return, Trojan football fans have a way to give back to local heroes. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Cool party. What do you guys want to drink? Can I have a head-on collision with a concussion twist?
Make mine a fatal accident with no survivors.
And you?
A designated driver, please. Just a bottle of water.
Awesome.
You're a lifesaver.
Maybe you know that tobacco and drinking alcohol can increase your risk of developing oral or throat cancer, but the fastest growing cause of these cancers is the HPV virus, or the human papillomavirus. In fact, if you have HPV, you are 30 times more likely to get oral cancer, and it is affecting young people with increasing frequency. That's why everyone should perform an oral cancer self-exam each month. Stand in front of a mirror in a well-lit area. Feel the inside of your lips and cheeks, the roof of your mouth, the the front and back of your gums, and all the surfaces of your tongue. Look for lumps, bumps, sores that don't heal, or discolored patches. Oral cancer can happen to anyone. Early detection is the key to a cure. If you find anything unusual, see your general dentist or an oral and facial surgeon as soon as possible.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Now back to Troy Trojan Vision News Weekly.
It is now exactly 51 days until the Troy Trojan football team is back in action at Veterans Memorial Stadium. And Troy Athletics has started a new program to allow all of the Trojan Nation to attend football games through the Community Heroes Initiative. Seth Hawk explains.
A new initiative is being introduced for the upcoming Troy football season, and this initiative will benefit military members and numerous groups and charities. It's a program called Community Heroes, and according to the Troy Associate Athletics Director Kyle George, this initiative is building off of success that was seen during last year's football season.
Our fans really stepped up when we gave them the opportunity to donate for the bowl game this past year. We went down to New Orleans. Seeing the excitement that our fans had about giving other people the opportunity to come and cheer on the Trojans, we want to expand that further, bring that home to us this season at the Vet, to where that way our local communities, our local community heroes, they get a chance to come and join us for these games to celebrate those that give back so much to our communities. We want to get a chance to bring them here to see us.
With the Trojans' first game of the season being at home, George sees a huge crowd packing Veterans Memorial Stadium through this initiative.
We want to sell out. We need all of Trojan Nation to be there for this game. It's going to be one of the most highly anticipated games, not just in our program history, but also for that weekend, as opening weekend, one of the premier group of 5 games there. You donating towards the Community Heroes campaign, that's going to help us fill the stadium.
And if you would like to donate to the Community Heroes Initiative, you can do it through the phone or online.
Fans can go online to troytrojans.com/tickets. The season ticket is $48 for each ticket you purchase as part of the Community Heroes program. You can also call a ticket office at 877-878-WINS. That's 9467. And you can get a chance to donate to any number of tickets you'd like to as part of this campaign.
The Troy Trojans will host the Boise State Broncos in Veterans Memorial Stadium on September 1st for their first game of the season. The kickoff time is set for 5 p.m. Seth Hawk, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
Every year, Troy University's Dance and Theater program hosts a series of week-long summer camps for elementary and high school students. Taylor Pollock gives us a look at this week's Summer Spotlight Dance Camp.
The spotlight is on these kids as Troy University hosts its annual Summer Spotlight Dance Camp.
Summer Spotlight is a way that we can get all kinds of kids, maybe some who don't have any dance education, we get them out here and get their energy out, help them learn some new dance moves, ways to have fun, we do some crafts, and we put together a performance that will show their parents at the end of the week.
The week-long camp is for children ages 7 to 11 and, aside from teaching them dance, aims at developing creativity and social skills as well as providing a safe, fun environment where kids can enjoy their summer.
Arts are so important to kids, especially kids with a lot of energy. It helps them get their energy out, it helps them be creative and figure new ways out to work with each other. It's really, really beneficial to all kids.
But according to Eccles, the camp helps out more than just the kids.
It is, well, there's just so many kids around like the Wiregrass area and Troy especially, and we have so many great dancers and theater kids here that we need to learn how to teach our next generation about dance and theater. They need to know how to teach these kids. These kids need to learn more about these arts. So it helps the kids here and it also helps us teach them.
19 kids are signed up for this week's Summer Spotlight, but for many of them, this isn't the first summer they've spent here.
Is this your first year at Summer Spotlight?
My 4th year.
Your 4th year?
As dance camp.
Okay.
I've done the Summer Spotlight for 8 years.
And although there's still plenty of time for them to decide on colleges, Summer Spotlight is warming the kids up to Troy University through its dance and theater programs.
Why do you think you want to go to Troy University?
Because my dad came here for a couple of years, and I've just grown up doing a bunch of things here. It's just the best thing to do, and it's so fun to do during summer.
Taylor Pollock, Troy TrojanVision News.
Voters that plan to use an absentee ballot for the Alabama primary runoff may be running out of time. The deadline to submit an absentee ballot for the July 17th runoff is fast approaching. Adoria Hughes explains what to do if you wish to submit an absentee voter application.
Absentee ballots are available for the upcoming election taking place Tuesday, July 17th. All voters must bring a valid photo ID.
When you come in the front doors of the courthouse, you'll go down the left hallway, second door on the left, that's my office, and we have applications on the counter. Just start filling that out. Be sure and bring your photo ID with you. That's part of the law is the photo ID law, so we just make a copy of your ID and put it with your application and we get everything processed.
Requirements to qualify for an absentee ballot: individual will be out of the county or state on election day, has a physical illness which prevents attendance at the polls, works a shift 10 hours or more that coincide with the hours the polls are open.
You just mark primary runoff, the reason that you're going to be voting absentee, sign it, and while you're in the process of doing that, we're usually pulling a ballot. So the whole process from start to finish takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, not very long at all.
Scarborough suggests that individuals come in and fill out the application and submit it in one day to make sure the ballot is received on time. The deadline for absentee ballot is Thursday, July 12th. For individuals who are unable to fill out an absentee ballot due to medical or emergency reasons are allowed to come in and request an emergency absentee ballot. Adoria Hughes, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We're going to take another quick break, but when we come back, we'll get a look at the progress of Troy University's new rec center right after this.
So they say it's a man's world? Well, I don't see anybody's name on it. While they were out doing their thing, we slowly changed all that. We changed all that. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Now back to Troy Trojan Vision News Weekly.
This summer, Troy University's new Student Fitness Center is starting to take shape. After months of working in the clay, the metal framework of the new center is now reaching into the skies next to Sartain Hall. Justice Kennedy gives us a look at the progress so far and what can be expected from the finished product, including some potential opportunities for alumni.
Out with the old and in with the new. Troy University is building a new recreational center.
Well, our plans is to create an atmosphere and a facility that encompasses everybody on campus and meets the needs of our students that are growing every year in a recreational opportunity.
What you see behind me may just be dirt and metal, but what used to be a parking lot will now be Troy University's new fitness center that will cover at least 78,000 square feet.
With 78,000 square feet being used, you're probably wondering what all will be included.
We'll have different types of amenities. We'll have the fitness center area aspects, a gymnasium aspects, locker rooms and shower facilities, an outdoor pool, and also an indoor walking track.
As a Troy University student, you're probably wondering, how are you going to be able to park around the recreational center?
Currently where Sartain is setting, that's going to come down, and a new parking lot's going to be built there with 255 more spots.
There's no price for students, and there will be work-study jobs available. But who all will be able to use the new recreational center?
A facility is funded by the students. Students will be allowed to use it, of course, and then also faculty and staff, but no community members will be allowed to use it.
Students already have their golden ticket in, but what does this mean for Troy alumni?
Something that's being discussed, and it's in the planning stages, and hopefully we'll be able to have more information in the fall.
These keep out signs should say welcome in by fall 2019. Justice Kennedy, Troy Trojan Vision News.
A Troy University art professor had his own art exhibit at the Johnson Center for the Arts. Greg Skaggs' exhibit concluded last week, and Skaggs was able to give insight into his work for those who may have missed it.
One of the current art exhibits at the Johnson Center is work by Troy University art professor Greg Skaggs and contains a lot of his current work, which is primarily about the year he was born.
My current work relates to the year I was born, 1969, and it's built around right now the moon landing and just interviewing my family members during that time, talking about, everybody sitting around the TV watching Neil Armstrong, set foot on the moon and what that felt like.
And since Skaggs' exhibit is about his origins, Skaggs reflected on when he started painting.
I took a painting class with Donnie Jordan, who was the high school art teacher, and he's not much different from my upbringing. He grew up in western Oklahoma, so a lot of the paintings we did were cattle related. I think my first painting was of an old cattle farm with cows and an old house and a windmill and stuff like that, which was, it's just what I knew.
And even though Skaggs was taught by teachers, he said he still continues to learn from his students every day.
Yes, and some of that I'm taught by great people, but you learn a lot by yourself too, and I learn a lot from my students. My students are, they do a lot of research, and then I learn, how'd you do that? And so I learn from them too. So.
And it's time for our last break, but when we return, we will learn more about this year's Troy Football 101 during Trojan Talk right after this break, so stay with us.
Did you go to the schoolyard? Where did you look? We can make a plan somehow if I just...
He's a smart boy, and he's gonna be okay.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no reception. Everything is down.
Try!
I can't.
Try already!
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's
try.
down.
Do you think he's on his way? Please. Is he okay?
Laura.
Please tell me he's okay.
I need you to calm down.
Why, that's my baby. This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
I'm diagnosed with PTSD and multiple cases of mild traumatic brain injury. I was brought up, drive on, but I wasn't the same guy. And my wife Tanya, thank God, she hounded me enough times to where I did go and get treatment. And I'm so happy that I did, because I know that if I hadn't, there's no way I'd be a first sergeant right now. I know that if I hadn't said help, I would have remained helpless. I definitely think that soldiers are stronger when they realize they have a problem and they ask for help.
As a first-time Olympian, it was a true honor for me to represent Team USA in London. I'm also proud to represent another great team, the Multiple Sclerosis Association of America, who sponsors Swim for MS, a national fundraiser where you can create your own swim challenge. Anything from swimming laps for pledges to jumping cannonballs for cash. If you love swimming like I do, register today at swimforms.org.
We go and clear the roads looking for IEDs. We're encapsulated in those vehicles, and we get blast wave injuries very easily inside of those things. I'm actually diagnosed with PTSD and multiple cases of mild traumatic brain injury. But I was brought up, drive on, don't let your soldiers see that anything's wrong. But I started to realize that I wasn't the same guy. Having more bad days than good days set in more and more after each deployment and each injury. When I finally realized that I needed professional help, the switch for me was my family. And my wife Tanya, thank God, she's open and honest with me and hounded me enough times to where I did go and get treatment. And I'm so happy that I sought the treatment, because I know that if I hadn't, there's no way I'd be a first sergeant right now. I know that if I hadn't said help, I would have remained helpless. I definitely think that soldiers are stronger when they realize they have a problem and they ask for help.
Now back to TrojanVision News Weekly.
Troy Athletics gave some Trojan fans an opportunity to take a crash course in football. Aaron Taylor learns more about this year's Troy Football 101 camp during today's edition of Trojan Talk.
Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. My guest today is Kyle George, here to tell us a little bit about a way to learn a little bit about football here at Troy University. Thanks for joining here today.
Thanks for having me today.
And Football 101, this is a fun event for the female Trojan fans to get a little bit of knowledge about football.
Absolutely. I had some guys calling me. I was like, hey, sorry, it's not for you guys, it's for the ladies here. And this is always a fun event for us, too, because our 6th annual event for this, the ladies get a chance to come out, and it's not just, hey, what are the X's and O's, or what's that mean? They dig in pretty deep on this. They get a chance to talk to the coaching staff. Our coaches got a lot of questions last year about scheme, what they're doing out there as well, too. We even have an official come in and go over a lot of the rules and such as well. And then they get out on the football field as well, too, and get a chance to go through some of the drills. So it's really a fun night to get excited for the upcoming football season.
And it's one of the things that you get an opportunity for some fun and some interactive fun for the female fans there. But in a lot of ways, the female fans may not necessarily have the knowledge that male fans. And I don't want to have it sound one way or the other, but it's a case where giving a little bit more information opens the eyes to maybe some new football fandom there.
Certainly, and we've got a lot of ladies that have been coming to this for years that they know it through and through. They love the game, and they can probably coach better than I can out there. Then there's some ladies that maybe they're new to it. This is a chance to, maybe you haven't been around football too much, or you've been around for years and you just love being around events like this. It doesn't matter what your expertise is with football. This is a chance just to come in, get excited about the upcoming season, learn a little bit, like you're saying, about what goes into a football game. And then that way, too, when it comes time for game days at the vet, they're probably going to know more than your average fan sitting next to them as well.
And also just the opportunity to get a little bit of peek behind the scenes. And that's one of those just fun elements when you have an event like this, that even though you're learning, the chance to get one-on-one with coaches, the chance to see what's going on behind the scenes leading up to game day is a kind of a unique opportunity for any Trojan fan.
It definitely is. And that's one of the things that's unique also to this event, like you're saying, because Coach Brown and staff do a great job of interacting with the ladies, but their families come along for it as well too. So you get a chance to know personally their families, seeing what they do on game days as well too. Sometimes hearing from the coaches' wives, you get a chance to learn a little bit more about what really happens inside the huddle there for them. But the ladies have a great time with this event. It's $25 per person. The proceeds from this will go back to helping out the Christian Love Center right here in Troy as well. A chance for them to come back and visit us for ball games throughout the year as well too. But for $25, you get a t-shirt, you get the entire evening itself, behind the scenes tours like you were saying, get a chance to interact on the field and have those questions right one-on-one with our coaches as well. So again, it's a fun night that all ladies love having a chance to come out and be a part of.
And one of the things you talk about the field, and that's one of those fun things that I've seen the videos from it throughout the years, and the chance to get out there and run routes, do drills, do all the things that the players get to do to prepare. And it just looks like they're having a blast out there.
They have a blast. And that was one of the things that last year, getting a chance to see for the first time here myself, I wasn't sure how the ladies would respond to that, but man, they had a blast out there. And it doesn't matter what the ladies' age is out there. They have a great time going through the drills, whether that's the blocking drills with the offensive and defensive line, pass catching, throwing, whatever else that is. They just have a great time learning the ins and outs of the game, getting better themselves too. And they also had a great time in the weight room last year as well. You saw some of the ladies start getting on the bench press, ready to throw up a few reps there. So these ladies have a great time with this event. And again, it's not a sit down, listen the whole time. It's very interactive. We want to have fun with this event. You get a lot of food throughout the evening as well too. So free drinks, free food, you can't really beat that.
And I know, and a lot of that interactive part, I know in past years, and correct me if I'm wrong if it's not doing it this year, but they've had some input on some things going on in the season. Specifically, I believe the ladies in the past have an opportunity to vote on one of the ensembles that the team, because Troy is notorious for changing up the helmet jersey pant combinations, but the ladies get a chance to put their word in on what one of those combinations will be.
So one of the things we talk about is that this event brings football, fun, food, and a little bit of fashion. And sometimes that fashion too, yes, there's the game day side of what to wear for tailgates and such there, but we also bring out the players. This is one of the parts that the ladies always enjoy, first and foremost because our guys do a great job. They really enjoy interacting with the ladies. You get a chance to meet the players and see who you are cheering for out there. But then they get a chance to showcase all the different uniform combinations that we've got. Got some great helmets out there, great jerseys, pants, all that available to us. Coach Brown, that's always one of the highlights that he loves, getting a chance to showcase what these guys wear because you look good, you play good. That's one of the things that last year the ladies got a chance to vote on what we wore for the home opener against Alabama State. They went with the Cardinal top, Cardinal pants, as well as the chrome silver helmet there as well too. So a great look that turned out to be in front of a record-setting crowd last year. Hopefully they can do it again for us this year.
And you mentioned there a little bit of a fashion show as well, because one of the other elements I know of the evening is an opportunity to see some fashion, some game day fashions for the ladies. So it's not all football. It is an opportunity to see some things that they may be interested in making themselves ready for game day.
Certainly. So we're fortunate because a lot of the local boutiques here in town, they come out, they showcase what they have available that ladies can come out and purchase. So that way, part of getting ready for the football season is you got to dress the part and be ready to cheer on your Trojans. So the ladies get a chance to see from both kids' clothes to adult clothes as well. And last year we had a few of our coaches' kids serve as the models as part of this event as well too. So I don't think they're going to have me serve as a model this year. I'll just stay in the background, make sure they all have a great time. But it's a fun time when it comes to all those that we have taking place.
All right. Once again, if they're interested in signing up and getting involved in this, what can they do? So
absolutely, $25 per person, get you a T-shirt and everything else that comes along with Football 101. It takes place on Thursday, July 19th. You can go ahead and register online right now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. We have an online registration available this year. If you want to do it over the phone, you're more than welcome to. Miss Judy Morgan, who all these ladies know very well and dear, you can call Miss Judy at 670-3682. I had to get that number stuck in my head there. 670-3682.
All right. Well, good luck with this year's Football 101. And I know it's a fun night and a fun opportunity for women to get involved. Thanks for joining us here. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.
And that's what happened this week. To find out what's happening throughout the week, you can tune into Troy Trojan Vision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30 Monday through Thursday, or anytime by following us on Twitter at Troy TV News. Also, feel free to like our Troy Trojan Vision News fan page on Facebook to see online content from Troy Trojan Vision News. We hope you join us again next week for another edition of Troy Trojan Vision Weekly. Have a good week.